Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nasazwani binti Sapar and today I'm presenting the literature review of my project, a web-based AI skincare recommendation chatbot system. In this project, it aimed to solve a significant problem in skincare market. To begin, let's define the theoretical foundation of this project. To understand the system, we must look at its three core components. First, the web-based system. This architectural choice ensures accessibility and platform independence. It provides a low-barrier solution accessed via any standard browser. Next, the AI skincare recommendation. This is the intelligent system. Our project focus is on the classification of the skin type and issues rather than computationally intensive image analysis. Finally, the chatbot system. The key utility here is optimizing user engagement through natural human-like interaction, which is essential for completing the detailed diagnostic questionnaire. Moving on, what critical problem does this system address? The current market is failing consumer, leading to three major limitations. The first issue is dependence on poor information. Most users rely on generic social media trends and online reviews that fail to account for individual skin characteristics. Furthermore, there is a misdiagnosis risk. This frequently results in wrong self-diagnosis as people tend to misclassify their own skin type without professional guidance. Consequently, this leads to costly consequences. This trial and error approach causes needless financial pressure and health issues like irritation and breakout. To elaborate on the industry gap, current AI solutions face major accessibility barrier. For instance, existing high-end systems rely on expensive image processing or specialized hardware that most users cannot access. Similarly, cloud-based analyzers are affected by high costs and dependence on factors like lighting and camera quality. Therefore, our solution is necessary. Our proposed low-cost web solution is a low-cost online alternative that requires no special equipment. It instead employs structured decision tree logic to provide clear educational recommendations. In our literature review, we compare potential AI techniques. We review three primary options. First, deep learning CNN. This is rejected because while it has high accuracy, it's a black box and incompatible with our goal of transparency and low cost. Second, collaborative filtering. This is rejected because it suffers from the cold start problem and cannot provide reliable recommendation for new users. This leads us to the decision tree classifier. This technique is highly interpretable and transparent. Ultimately, it is the optimal choice as it provides rule-based logic and minimal resource needs. Let's look closer at why the decision tree is the optimal strategy. Firstly, it rule-based logic transforms a diagnostic questionnaire into a clear, fully explainable model. Secondly, transparency. Its rule-based logic supports the white box approach where every recommendation is traceable. Thirdly, efficiency. It requires low computational resource compared to deep learning, aligning with our low-cost solution. Finally, interface suitability. A complex branching structure is uniquely suitable for the conversational chatbot's interface. To contextualize our innovation, let's review the critical flaws in similar existing systems. On the high-cost end, the critical flaw is the reliance on image analysis leading to black box reasoning that obscure decision logic. On the low-cost end, the critical flaw is the use of a static quiz format which lack interactive flow and fail in user engagement. In summary, this research highlights a critical research gap. Literature indicates a fundamental divide between accuracy and accessibility. High-end systems lack the transparency novice users need. Low-end solutions fail to provide necessary structure and educational guidance. Therefore, the void is clear. The absence of a generally affordable, private, and interpretably designed AI tool that replaces high-tech scanning with a validated conversational system. Our design principles are specifically engineered to fill this void. First, accessibility. This is maximized using a web-based chatbot that requires no image submission and specialized hardware. In conclusion, the review confirms a lack of accessible, low-cost yet highly guided conversational advisory tools for the general public. We conclude that the decision tree classifier is the optimal technique, fitting the project constraint of cost-effectiveness, transparency, and accessibility. That's all from me. Thank you.